When President Barack Obama arrives in Trinidad and Tobago, the one country in the Americas not present may be the one he hears the most about, Cuba. Latin American leaders overwhelmingly opposed the U.S. trade embargo, imposed on the communist island more than 4 decades ago. Several have said they'll bring it up at the summit. And this time, it's not just Washington's usual critics. Last month at the White House, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva urged the U.S. to normalize relations with Cuba. Chilean President Michelle Bachelet visited Havana in February. After meeting with President Raul Castro, she too urged the U.S. to stop trying to isolate Cuba.
I'm referring to something very concrete, the U.S. blockade against Cuba, which seriously affects the living conditions of the Cuban people, particularly in this current crisis.
But is President Obama listening?
That the Obama administration hears it loud and clear. All the countries of Latin America and all the countries of the Caribbean have called on the United States to change the policy towards Cuba.
Just this week, President Obama eased some restrictions on Cuban Americans who visit and send money to family here on the island. That may blunt some of the criticism he'll face at the summit, but certainly not all. Bolivian President Evo Morales, fresh off a hunger strike seeking support in a conflict at home, has said he'll present a resolution to end the U.S. embargo. And Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez said last month he was already preparing the verbal artillery for the summit.
¡Viva Cuba!
Morgan Neal, CNN, Havana.